All right, we are live and going. Daylight savings time, taking an hour of our weekend away from us. How rude. Dang government.
That's not like doing
Yeah, I'm
anything
not
with
gonna
it.
lie. I still feel it a tiny bit because,
Hmm.
I get up so early.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that feels like it, but it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't do anything different. So yeah, just woke up. I was like, oh, it's light outside. Cool.
Sounds good.
I
Yep.
love it.
Yeah, let's go.
Good to go. Good to
All
go.
right.
Oh man, I just realized I yet again forgot to fix the spacing on the front slide. So we're in just genuine mid-season form over here, continuing to kill it
Let's go judge
day in,
this
day
one.
out. Please do. Tell me I'm awful at everything in life.
I would
Never.
never.
Actually, here, hold
I would
on.
never.
Here's
Never.
what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna cheat and pretend like it was fine by
Okay.
quickly fixing it.
Perfect. Perfect.
And
Perfect.
nobody saw it happen either. It was instantaneous,
So
almost.
therefore it did not happen.
It didn't happen at
Yeah,
all. Absolutely.
exactly.
Ah,
Yeah.
guys. All right, free agency has started, but of course we have to
It's
start
a
with
frenzy.
got to start with a little positive yards first and foremost, though, right?
Absolutely.
Keep the tradition going. So Ra, I feel like you and I have been going first quite a bit lately. I don't know about
I was
Yeah.
you,
just about to
but
volunteer you guys again.
Yeah.
it seems like yeah, somebody over there just keeps saying, what do you got? What do you
Funny
got?
how that works.
Yeah,
Uh,
interesting.
Huh. I was just giving you guys the opportunity to. I didn't want to steal your thoughts or take away your positive yards, and you'd have to think of one on the fly.
Oh,
I was being
ladies first,
considerate.
though.
Yeah,
Ladies
it's
first, by all
that's
means.
so nice.
Chivalry is not dead, y'all. Chivalry is not.
Exactly.
Well, in that case, Hung, why don't you go ahead and take the reins here and go first
Hmm.
for us?
Okay. My positive yards. I already. I feel like it's a reiteration of last week because I was so excited about the anticipation of daylight saving times coming. But anyway, I am thankful that there is more, the days are longer. So I am
Yep.
extremely thankful for that, y'all. I love being able to soak up as much of the pavement, as you two know, as much of the pavement and as much of the daylight as possible. So it's been really wet over here though. So, grateful for this and grateful for when the sun starts to come out and dry things up a little bit more.
You guys have a surprising amount of weather. Like when I think of Nevada,
Oof.
I think of like desert, but
Desert,
like
just
it's
desert,
always
yeah.
like snowing or like raining or like something or fires or something crazy going on.
Right? There's you got that right. Like it's always something crazy. So,
Yeah,
first of all, I have to do this. Otherwise, my fellow, well, I'm not a Nevadan, so I can't say that I'm a Nevadan, but fellow Nevadans, I've lived here long enough. I feel like they'll call me out because so many of them listen to our podcast. But Nevada is
oh,
the proper way to pronounce it, and I
what
don't
did
I
I
don't
say?
generally correct people. I don't even remember how exactly you said it, but it is
Okay,
Nevada. And that was
Nevada.
And
confusing for me having lived in Missouri before because of Nevada,
Nevada, I was about to
Missouri.
say,
Hmm. And I'm
unless you're a
like,
city in
are we
Missouri.
sure?
Wait,
Right?
But
I'm
what?
like, are we? There's a
yeah,
This what?
Nevada,
there's a
Missouri.
it's Nevada. It's spelled exactly the same as Nevada.
Yep.
But of
Yep.
course, Missourians who pronounce Missouri, Missouri, because of that A at the end of Missouri, can't pronounce
Oh
anything
my
correctly
God,
and call it Nevada.
that totally sounds like some hillbilly shit. I was
Oh yeah,
like,
yep,
I
yep.
knew y'all were gonna say that.
There's
I
there's
was just
just
Um,
going over there, like, yo, what?
there's
And
just
it just became a thing.
it's
That's
insane.
So,
funny.
Yeah.
if y'all, when you listen to certain broadcasters, commentators, and stuff, they'll come across the word Nevada in talking about sports or whatever, and you'll catch them
Sure.
saying however they say it. And it's like, no! It's like people who say, oh, is the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas? And everybody's like,
Right,
no!
right.
It's kind of along
Interesting.
that vibe. Oh,
Interesting.
but anyways,
Okay.
yes, we have been experiencing some crazy weather this season, and there has been some crazy weather in the past. And that aside, there is still abundance of gratitude and positive yards for these longer days and what's about to come around the corner.
Absolutely. You just want
Yeah.
to get more
See
done.
what y'all get for making me go first? Yeah.
No, that was
Okay.
good. What you mean? Like that was fine. That was
All right.
fine.
I'm like, dang, they made me go off on a whole
No, I
tangent
Yeah,
love it.
talking about this
learn
and
something
that.
new. Yeah, learn
Educational
something.
lesson.
Yeah, educated the crowd. Yeah, no, I appreciated it.
Exactly, exactly. All right, Ra, what do you have?
I got a couple.
Okay, all
I
right.
just changed some things with my schedule. They're not huge, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Right?
that's this. It's not really like a huge segment, right? But I just changed my schedule around, so my weekends are a little bit more free. So I do plan to use that time to really build this podcast. So I really want to grow this thing. I love doing this. It's fun getting on here every week, and I have some ideas that I'm a obviously relay by you guys. But one thing it's nice to have is time, right? Like I was like, okay, now I
Right.
have time to do some of these projects I've been wanting to do for a while. So this is on the list along with some other things, some couple certifications I want to get for myself. So that's one thing. And then of course, I need to talk about my movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think last week I already said that I saw Creed. I don't know if I said it on the show or not, but I recently seen the third Creed.
Mm.
Loved it. I had never seen the Rockies before. I actually had never
Oh, come
seen
Never.
on, man.
ever. So I hadn't seen the first Creed until last year. Then I watched half of the second Creed before I saw the third one and had to come back and finish it because the showtime was so close together.
Mm.
So it was a weird way to watch. It was a weird way to watch
That's
it, but
funny. Yeah.
loved all three. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, now's the time. So I started the Rocky films this week, and they've been great.
Okay.
They've been great. I saw the first one on Saturday, and then I watched two today, and I started three, but I'm gonna have to come back to it later. They're all on Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're I get it. Like it's fun to so the reason, and I'll explain the reason why, and because I want to see if you guys have gone through this too. Have you ever are there movies that you haven't seen or stuff that you haven't seen, but you feel like you have because of all the pop culture references? That's
National
what those are
treasure.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's
national
what those
treasure
are
for
to
me.
me. Yeah, National Treasure. I've seen
Oh,
that.
I've
I've seen
never
that.
seen National Treasure.
I've never
No,
seen it. Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it. He hasn't seen it, but it's one
Wow.
of those movies, right? Like you feel like you have because it's so permeated through pop culture. I haven't seen a lot of movies that will make y'all gasp, just like Hong did, but yeah, those are the Rocky films were some of those. So I finally went back and yeah, I've been watching them, and I'm excited to get to Rocky 4 because I know it's the obviously the Drago one, so that'll be
A
fun.
lot of
So
people say Rocky 4 is the best one,
yeah,
and I think I like the first one the most, but I can see why Rocky 4 gets so much love.
the the first one cracks me up.
Right.
Like actually, it's a great movie, but it's not really a sports film. It's more like a slice of life movie. I think that's why
Right.
people
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So
Sure.
but yeah, he spends like the whole entire movie trying to get with this girl, and then there's a fight at the end.
Right.
So it's,
Right.
it's just a funny way to watch. It wasn't what I was really expecting. So yeah, but in a good way. But yeah, that was it's been good catching up on those.
Love it.
All
Absolutely.
right,
I
Billy, what you got?
I'd actually, channel a little bit with Creed though with you. But my positive yards is less Creed and more Jonathan Majors.
He's
Dude,
killing it, man.
this dude is knocking it out of the park. He was
Killing it.
in, I think he was in Devotion, which is a movie about a fighter pilot in the Korean War, which was one of
Mm.
those films like I was kind of interested in, but didn't really commit to seeing, and now I've been hearing just amazing things about it and gone back and looked and it's gotten great
Oh, okay.
ratings.
Okay.
Saw it, and that came out at like towards the end of last year. So within this like 365-day period, he has Devotion come out. He has Ant-Man, which he's
Right.
slated in as Kang, and then
Yes.
now we got Creed 3, which of between that and Ant-Man, Creed 3 he was definitely better in that. He's something else.
Hmm.
Oh, he
Um,
killed it.
Absolutely killed it. Uh, then this I think later this year he has a movie coming out, and I can't remember what the name of it is, but he plays a bodybuilder in it, and it's supposed to be like I don't know if it's like an actual biopic of an actual individual, or if it's more of just kind of like like a drama, kind of like The Wrestler was, if you all have ever seen The Wrestler. But
Is that
it's
Magazine Dreams?
Magazine Dreams. Yes, yes,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I hadn't heard about this.
Yeah. So like within this, 1 year period, he has these four major films coming out.
Uh-huh.
Um, I was just reading some interviews like about the things he was doing also in order to get in shape. He was talking about the fact that it's like, and not just Rocky, but also Magazine Dreams. He was doing something like eating, 6,100 calories a day, working out just nonstop, all this stuff. And I'm sitting here,
Wow.
I'm just like, I mean, man, you're just slaying it, and it's showing.
Oh
Of
my
course, him
gosh.
probably being the only person who was actually even close to Drago's weight class when it came to the actual boxers in any of these films so far.
Mhm.
But um, yeah, that just cracks me up seeing him just stand a foot above everyone else, and
Yeah.
it's like that. Yeah, okay, all right, all right.
Oh, that's
Uh,
awesome.
but yeah, no, it's just like after seeing, because I saw Creed last night, and just his absolutely wonderful performance in that. I'm really excited to see where he goes, but yeah, it was a nice little slice of positivity.
Yeah, set
Love
to
it.
play Dennis Rodman too. That's the one I knew
Is he?
about. I didn't know
Oh,
about the Magazine Dreams one, which I'm surprised. I love the fitness stuff, so I'll be
Hmm.
interested to check that out. And Devotion, now that you mentioned that, because like you, I was like, not really
right.
interested. But if you're saying it's pretty good, I might have to go. I might have to go
I
visit it.
I've heard good things. I haven't seen it yet myself. It's definitely on my list now to watch. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm hearing. It's like I think Rotten Tomatoes has it like really positive, which a lot of good and a lot of bad can come out of Rotten Tomatoes ratings.
Right.
But I feel like they're typically a decent enough bellwether. So yeah,
Okay. It looks like it's out already. This Magazine Dreams looks like it was
is it out?
released on. Yeah, it says initial release January 2023
Oh my gosh,
at
it
a
Huh.
is.
Sundance Festival.
Oh, okay. So is one of the
Okay, so
festivals. All right, all right, all
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. And I see it's got Michael Hearn in it, who he's a real life bodybuilder, but he's playing someone. So I'm guessing that means this is probably a fictional story then. If they're not, I don't know. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We might have to do a little movie episode.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna need to because, as we get into away from like the frenzy of free agency and stuff, we'll need some other content.
I bet
And
I can
we
find
all
this
we
on
all
Apple
enjoy our
TV.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, good deal. Let's talk. Speaking of free agency, let's get into it. It's been crazy.
It's
Just a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah. It's hard to keep track of everything, of course, because what, it's the first 48 hours still, right? Yeah, because it just
Mm-hmm.
opened up yesterday morning, right? So
Yep.
um, Chiefs wise, I think that's obviously where we have to start.
Absolutely.
First and foremost, and I just had it in front of me and now I've lost it, but our signing of a tackle to replace Orlando Brown. It was
Yeah.
what was his name out of Jacksonville?
Juwan Taylor.
Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
Right tackle from the Jaguars. We got him for what a 5 year
Hmm.
deal, $80 million. So just like
Yep.
pennies compared to what we would have had to pay Orlando Brown.
Right.
Ratings wise, I know he was just like really up there in a
Yeah.
very positive way. If I remember correctly, things I was reading is that he sometimes has a little bit of issue with run blocking. But I mean, tackles
But his
aren't.
pass
Yeah, his
protection.
pass protection is next level, is what I've
Yeah.
heard.
Absolutely. So, do you think they'll get him to play left tackle? I mean, I feel like that's the obvious move, right? Even though
Yeah,
he's
I
never
feel like that's
played left
obvious.
tackle.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's never played left tackle, is what
Hmm.
it's been said. So that'll be interesting of a switch. I was listening to Jeff Swartz talk about it on the radio, and he's saying it is a little bit of adjustment, but I mean that is kind of what Orlando Brown had to do as well,
Hmm.
and
Right.
so yeah, I'll be interested to see what this guy does. A lot younger too, or maybe not a lot younger, but he is younger,
He
a little
is,
bit
yeah.
cheaper. So yeah, I like the move. I like the move.
Do too. I do too. They had to definitely do something to fill that coming gap there. And interestingly enough, Orlando Brown Jr. still has not been picked up by any
Yeah,
franchise. Speaking of, bringing in this Jawan Taylor. So,
right.
yeah, so on both
Yeah,
sides of that there.
yeah. There was a report earlier the Bears were in talks, but then I guess that was recanted. So yeah, right now out on the street is the term. Like I don't think he's actually on the
Right.
street, but He's not on the team right now, so interesting. Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah.
still making quite a bit of money.
Mhm.
Still has quite a
Mhm.
bit of money. But yeah,
He is.
I had a question for you guys.
Yes.
Um, that's literally our only signing, right? Like we might
We
have signed.
we signed
Did
one
we?
other person, Tershawn Wharton.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
that's
You're right. You're right.
right.
That's right. You're right.
Familiar name, y'all.
Yeah. So what was his? Do you have the details on that one?
1 year, $2 million.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, he'll definitely play a role, but it'll be good.
Nothing major. So I guess my question is: are you guys surprised, kind of how relatively quiet the Chiefs are with this?
I'm
Yes
just
and no.
I think I'm just trying to figure out what we actually need to fill, honestly.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, the big question, of course, going into free agency, and it seems like a lot of the pressure from pundits too, is like how are we going to re-sign Orlando Brown, right? Because I think everyone was just assuming we're going to get Orlando Brown back. Now, how much money are we going to spend doing it or whatever? And instead, Veach goes out and makes this move, which is just absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Compared to Brown, that really addressed our one issue. Um, I mean, I feel like we really haven't lost anyone else, super important, other than Chad Henne, of course. We all know that'll be an
Oh,
absolute
yeah, I'm gonna
detriment,
miss
but,
Chad Henne.
gonna
I like
absolutely,
Chad Henne,
yeah.
man. Yeah, it's all that's an emotional thing though,
That's
not
all
like
right,
an
right.
actual.
Mhm.
Like we're actually like we can replace it, but like yeah, it's like yeah, he was cool. 98
Yeah.
yards.
That's right. So with the re-signing Tershawn Wharton, Jody Fortson was also re-signed,
Yes, I saw
technically
him post about
speaking.
that. Yeah.
And then while we are on Chiefs news, we did lose a Chief today, and that's Andrew Wiley. He got
Oh,
picked up
Yes,
okay.
by
that
the
was the other one. That was the other
Commanders,
one.
I believe. Commanders?
That's
Is that right?
Yeah.
huge. Yeah, I forgot
I was
Yep.
about
like, did I
that.
make that up or is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Commanders. Yeah.
yep.
No, you're right. Joining there, Eric Berry over there.
So
Um,
yeah, the loss of
I'll be
two
watching a.
tackles for sure, but you
Yeah.
know,
I'll be watching a lot of Commanders games this year. I it still feels weird to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Doesn't it?
saying?
well,
But
and I think what's
yeah,
really throwing me off with the Commanders is I'm sitting here like super excited for it because I think Heineke's going to be great with EB
Heineke,
going
he's
over there and all that. He's now signed with the
yeah,
Falcons. I had no
yeah,
idea
Yep.
his
yeah,
contract was up, so
Yep.
that's really
yep,
curious because I figured he was like in that perfect position where he has the skills to be good. Now you got a great OC coming in and all that kind of stuff. But then yeah, I found out he went to the Falcons. So
yeah. It's interesting how quick they were to. I mean, we can get into Lamar Jackson talk some other. I mean, we'll have to spend our show on this, or maybe a
spend a
different show, right?
2 hour
But
show, yeah.
it's like they're like they were quick to say we don't want that guy, and then they're like Taylor Heineke, like
Right, right.
okay.
Um,
I was like,
which I'm sure
really?
you get Heineke for a significantly cheaper, you know,
Yeah,
contract
it
than you
was
ever
like
would.
2 years, 20 million or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Here, I'll pull it.
Yeah,
God, where the Falcons had A, B,
I'm just
C,
like, do y'all
D.
not want to win? I like this.
Yeah, 2 years, $20 million. So they're just, I mean, how much of a commitment is that right now? Or is this just
Man,
okay? We're signing some depth, and then maybe we'll make a play in, the draft kind of thing.
yeah, and we don't have to spend too much time on like this, but I feel like the AFC South is wide open right now. So if I was one of those teams, I think the Panthers actually are doing that. Like they're putting all their chips in to like take over and be the big boss.
And
What are the Falcons doing?
yeah,
Like what? Like
yeah,
I don't understand their moves.
They asleep.
Yeah,
right.
leave at the will.
Like, sometimes like we're like, man, where's Veach? Where's Veach? Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? They really asleep down there.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
even know their guy's name.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know who their GM is.
Right.
It's
Yeah, the Panthers are trying to take it.
man, yeah, and so yeah, that was actually going to be one of my questions here is with the draft looming, we got the free agency, all these kind of moves happening. Who do you all think is going to have like the movie Draft Day?
Oh
if you have ever
yeah.
seen it. Yeah. Who do you think will have the most draft day draft? Or we can even expand that to, free agency. Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, it's got to be the Panthers at this point because they go in
Yeah.
hard for the number one pick, ship off DJ Moore, a fantastic asset, which
Mhm.
I'm amazed they gave away, plus an absolute bucket load of picks. But now we're starting to hear rumors about them looking to trade down from the number one overall to later on. So what are they? I mean, what's going? It's insane. What or either they just got absolute
There.
morons in the back office, or something amazing is going to
Or
happen.
or they're gonna pull a Sonny Weaver Jr.,
Uh huh.
so
Mhm.
could very well be that team.
I'm gonna say I don't really remember that movie well enough to say
What? You don't watch it
who
every year around this time of year?
do you
What?
Oh my God, do you? Yeah, hold
do
on.
you?
I've only watched it once.
I think I've seen it the
What?
one time. Yeah,
Time.
it was good. Like it was a good movie. It was like, oh yeah, this is good.
I
All right.
remember when
Anyway,
my boys were younger, it was one of the few lines from the movie that I let them quote, cuss words and all, when
oh
they were like
wow,
younger. Um, I want my motherfucking pancakes. I want my pics back. I want it all.
damn, that's a okay. Okay, we
So
got one
yeah,
of
no, that just means to say that I have watched it a few times.
yeah. I didn't realize this one like one of your top 10 movies, huh?
Yeah.
Or maybe in the somewhere on top of the list.
No,
Dang.
I need to discuss with y'all other different movies to fall asleep to. I need a new
Can
rotation.
we do a Mount Rushmore movies like like that? That's another show. I'll just we'll
Yes,
do that.
yes.
That
All
would
right,
be a
guys, we're
great
gonna get
show.
back on track here real quick
That would
about
be great. That would be
draft
fun.
and other things.
We can make it about sports. We could do Mount Rushmore sports movies or something. But yeah, that'd be
Absolutely.
fun.
Here we
That
go.
would be a hoot. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
No,
yeah,
so I'm really curious to see what these Panthers are going to do now. Like you said, the NFC South is wide open. I mean, Falcons have made a lot of moves, but looking at the list of it, I'm not, you know, blown away. Maybe Jesse Bates, but other than that,
yeah.
they're making signings now. Of course, any of these guys could easily be a diamond in the rough. You don't get to the NFL by being a slouch. It's
Mhm.
just, yeah. I mean, when their quarterback commitment is Heineke, ooh, boy. So yeah, that's an interesting one. And of course, you got Carr now over in New Orleans. So then the question is, who's going to be starting for the Panthers? Who's going to be starting for the Buccaneers? I'm still convinced Tom Brady's coming back. I don't
I
care
am
Me
what
too,
anyone
but
else
I think he's
says.
going. Yeah, no, we got to
Remember,
go through 2 seasons without him for me to be like, all right, he
Right,
might
to
be
be
done.
complete, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Thank
yeah.
you. Exactly. I don't believe it yet. I'm not buying the hype yet. This man's in his underwear thirst traps, and he's about
Oh my
to.
god,
Get...
that was out of my head, and then you just put it back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lord,
It's living there rent free
Oh,
now.
just proud too. He was he was just proud,
did I do this right? I'm like,
right?
you
Like,
knew
sir,
exactly what you were doing,
sir,
sir.
Right. Fuck.
this is what happens when yeah, like,
This is what happens when you get divorced
too much
and you
free
don't have
time in
your
your
kids this
hands.
He's
weekend.
he's
Yeah.
Exactly.
he's looking for his hot Brady summer is what he's doing right now.
God.
Oh
Oh
my
my God. All
word.
right. Yeah.
Anyway,
No. All right. He's gonna be a dolphin. But anyway, get back to
Oh man. Yeah, and so I'm just super excited to see what happens with the Panthers now if they do trade down because I think that'd be just so interesting for them to have given up so much for the number one overall, and then what will they get out of trading down if they do go that route?
be interesting. Yeah, it seems they're making weird moves. So
Right.
they must have a plan. They must have a plan. So I'll be curious to see how that plays out. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. Who else? I guess do we want to talk
Uh,
about
Jimmy G.
yeah, yeah, that's exactly
I
what I
think
was
that's
gonna say.
yeah.
Now my initial thought on hearing that news was like, really? Like y'all just did a lateral move, and so I seen a meme where the dude who is opening up a Christmas present, he's wearing a sweater. He opens up a present, it's the same sweater. Like
Well,
that's what that
that's
move looked like.
right. No, I think you're absolutely correct in that, and I think that's a really great
Yeah,
analysis of it too.
actually though, if you put them side by side, he is a better quarterback. or he's a more accomplished quarterback. He has more
Jimmy G.
playoff wins. Yeah, yeah. Let me find this. Hang on. I'm gonna mute myself, people. Let me find this graphic.
No,
Stall.
right, stall. I totally, I have no problem believing that Jimmy G like statistically probably does have overall better. To me, how much is that he hasn't had to play on the Raiders like Derek Carr has or not? I'm not sure. Just because that organization has recently just been in shambles with their inability to really put together a coherent
Recently,
team. I'm,
I think he meant.
I have to say recently because I don't want people crawling all up into our Twitter mentions reminding us of how bad
Oh,
the
that's
Chiefs
good
were up
stuff. That
until
that
5 years
that's
ago.
any talk is talk, right?
Hey,
So
any talk
hey.
is talk. You're absolutely correct.
no, 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 no. I don't want no Raiders people coming in our DMs at all talking about us. We've been good since 2013. They ain't been good since 2002.
No, no, yeah,
Like, we
no,
ain't
yeah.
hearing this.
All right. Fair
Yeah,
play, fair play.
yeah.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I I'm just really curious because like how much of this was influenced by McDaniel's being the coach, or how much is this just okay? Derek Carr didn't want to stay around. We need somebody. Oh, we can get Jimmy G, right? Because everyone's talking up the fact that it's like, oh yeah, McDaniel's and G are reuniting after spending so much time together in New England. I'm like, when Jimmy G was on the bench, like, what do you mean spending so much time together? Like, how much chemistry can these two guys genuinely have when he wasn't the starting quarterback under him as an OC, right? Um, that's just, I think, one of those things that makes me cringe every single time I keep seeing this whole, it's like, oh, reunited. I'm like, well, what? How does that make sense at all? But, you know, I think my favorite part is the Raiders signed Jimmy G and Darren Waller immediately leaves.
He went straight to the
He
Giants.
was like,
Yep.
who I'd rather have throwing
Yep,
to
he's
me?
like, bye.
That said something. He said, "No,
No,
I want
I'm
Daniel
going to Daniel
Jones."
Jones.
Oh, and yeah,
Crazy.
okay. And I did find that
Okay.
graphic. So winning percent, win losses. Okay, Garoppolo has 40 wins, career wins, 17 career losses. Uh, Derek Carr has 63 career wins, 79 career losses. So, uh, completions percentage, Jimmy G got him there, 67.8 versus 64.6. Pass yards attempt 8.3 versus 7.1. Pass TD percentage, Jimmy G is 5.0 versus Derek Carr 4.4. Playoff wins 4 versus Derek Carr's 0. So technically, there's an
Technically.
argument for him being better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Because those aren't like team stats necessarily. I mean, the winning thing is, but the completion percentage and the pass yards attempts, pass touchdown attempts, that's individual. Sorry, y'all. That's my
No, no. I
off
mean,
the chair.
well, and I think that it's just a sample size difference too. Has a lot of impact there. Jimmy G hasn't always been a starter,
Yeah,
and whereas Derek Carr always has been.
that's
Um,
true. That's
but
true. But come on,
yeah,
63-79 is Derek Carr's
Yeah,
career record,
yeah,
and we're talking about this guy because
that's
I mean I still hear him being talked about as like one of the top 5
one of the
quarterbacks,
top.
top
Yeah,
10 at least. Yeah,
and I
like
don't
every
get it.
year. Like, yeah, I ain't even trying to hate on him right now. I actually not, but it's just like I don't get where that comes from.
yeah,
But anyway.
delusional. But anyway, that's all people.
It don't even be Raiders fans. It just be like it'd be the
Just
NFL at
everyone. Yeah,
large.
no, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I have a friend who's a Panthers fan, and he was talking about the fact that he was hoping they would go for Derek Carr, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Why? I mean, what? I guess I just don't get it, but we also carry a lot of innate bias too against him, so
for sure. I
maybe
mean, yeah,
that's part of it. But you're right. No, reading off those stats that you just did. All right, cool, and congratulations, Saints. Have fun losing, to Taylor Heineke now. I guess I don't know.
all right. I'm still gonna take Derek Carr over Taylor Heineken. I don't know. Nah, man. I ain't doing it,
Eric
man.
Carr over
I ain't
Taylor.
doing it, man. I gotta
Yeah,
see
we're
more,
not
man.
full sending on that yet, huh?
No, no, I'm not. I'm not full send on Taylor Heineke. Sorry, man.
No, I mean, It's the NFC South. We talked about how the NFC East has been the NFC least for a while, and then this year they were just surprisingly good. I think it's pretty easy to say NFC South's going to be terrible this coming year, and there's no way that they'll be good. It's um, not compare not like the total shift that like the NFC East had overall. So it's a good reason for it.
Absolutely.
It's not good teams down there, that's for sure. All right.
Yeah.
What are some other I guess like the first 48 hours people really try to hype up a lot. I'm looking through this list of signings. I'm not
So
Oh, sorry.
Not seeing
Aaron
anything hype
Rodgers
worthy.
did well. Aaron
Oh
Rodgers
yeah,
did
yeah.
sign with the Jets, right? Like that's official.
I No, I don't think so.
Is it official?
No.
I've been
I
hearing
don't
all
see it
kind of
on
I
different
feel like
stuff.
this.
there's just still a lot of talk.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
nothing's
know.
official. I feel like he's still like, I'm not signing, but these are the list of people that I want y'all to look at too. Yeah,
I
like
He's
thought it was
he's
official.
demanding a lot for having not signed yet. I feel like
He has the
he
Jets in
wants
a
some of those
headlock.
demands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
the Jets did just sign Alan Lazard, which it was like one of Aaron
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers' like, hey, if you're going to sign me, you need
Prime
to sign this
targets.
Okay.
guy kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
But what we also have to remember too, though, is like it's a trade. It has to be a trade.
Sure.
So
Okay.
there's also the Packers that have to weigh in on this. So even if the Jets do want him, then they have to make it happen somehow. Uh, I, but I'm not convinced that the Jets and Rodgers are necessarily. Maybe
Yeah.
they
No,
would
I'm
be.
looking at. I guess I'm just I've been kind of looking at social media, and there's people like he's signing. Oh, it's not official yet. Oh, he's on there. Oh,
Jeez.
it's pretty much a done deal. Like
Yeah.
Well,
I
don't
hate
worry.
this.
Apparently, Aaron Rodgers is going to be on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow, so
I'm
maybe
sure.
we'll
I don't.
hear more
Yeah, it
about
says
his
he will make
darkness retreat.
his Aaron
His
Rodgers.
announcement.
Yeah, it says Aaron Rodgers will appear on Pat McAfee show Wednesday, and he will break his silence according to Pro Football Talk. So
Break
I don't
his
know what that
Wow.
means.
Wow.
It might just
Break
means
his
he's
silence, like how he complains about not Green Bay not giving him the weapons that he needs, and then he goes or is getting ready to go, and he asked for the exact same weapons he had in Green Bay.
right.
right.
Yeah, yeah, right. He's asking for the
It's
same
so
team.
annoying. It's so annoying.
Oh
It's so
Wow.
man.
obnoxious. It's so-
Well, and now I'm
I
seeing
wish
like
I had
from
problems
Yahoo
like that.
Sports that he wants OBJ too, and I'm just sitting here like, what?
Oh
I
my
just,
word.
Do it.
all right, yeah, go
Do
Hey,
for it.
it.
look, I want a yacht. How about that?
Right.
So,
God, I was so positive about the Jets, and now I don't. Oh no,
right? Does this change, right? Does this
yes, they're
change your
ruining
outlook
it.
of
This is
them?
ruining it for
Uh-huh.
me. If they sign Rodgers, I'm out on them. That's like, nope, sorry, you ruined it. I just,
So you're saying he would have been on board with Carr? Is that what you're saying?
oh God, no. Taylor Heineke though, on the other hand,
Oh my god. It's not so
yeah.
much Taylor Heineke. I'm just like, dude, y'all, come on, man. Lamar Jackson was right there. I still think he should have been
Yeah.
like a no brainer for some of these teams. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
not a
and
GM.
and so the part of the question too that we also have to ask ourselves with Lamar Jackson is how many of these teams are just unwilling to give up 2 first rounders for him? Because that's what's
Yeah.
required for them to get past the franchise tag, I believe.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
a good point. That's a good point.
and
If
it's
they,
like
yes,
yeah.
if that is their legit reason, I could understand draft capital. I could understand that. But I just don't see like the other aspects of Lamar Jackson, his play, his level of play, his athleticism, what he brings, his leadership. I don't see those aspects as things against him, as marks against him.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a great point. Um, yeah, I'll be curious to see where he ends up. We don't have to spend too much time on him because there's no news right now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like, yeah,
sadly.
yeah. But yeah, okay, Aaron Rodgers. I guess there's no news on that either. What was the other one? There was a couple. Let's talk about OBJ for real quick. Like, you see the report that he wants 20 million for whatever team he signs.
For one
Is that
year.
all?
Yeah, sir, if you don't take this vet minimum, and if that's
How
the
about
case,
get out there and prove your knee still works? Like
well,
what?
he did. He did. He
Right?
had that.
He did. Yeah, that he had that workout, right?
Yeah, and the Chiefs went. The Chiefs went. Chiefs were one of 13 teams that went to the workout. So it's interesting that they went. I'm sure. I don't know if that says they were like super interested or they were just
Mhm.
curious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, why not go look, right? Like
Yeah.
he's a former former
Yeah,
superstar, so
you lose
it's worth
nothing by
looking.
checking it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth looking, but I don't. I mean, I would highly doubt we see him in a Chiefs uniform this season. So yeah, I wonder what the plan is. But yeah, that's a report about the 20 million, and I'm like, sir, you've had two ACLs, been very unavailable. Like, you might just want to sign
Hey,
somewhere,
he
man.
might
Like,
be Superman. I don't know.
I don't think so. I ain't seen that, and he has a reputation of being a diva. Like, I mean, let's
Oh,
call it what it is. Like for real, like
diva? What are you talking
yeah, like
about?
when you have that, and he's got the TO, man. Like he's got the TO.
He
Yeah,
does.
he does, and he
Yeah,
just doesn't have the health bill to back it up.
the TO had, yeah, because
Yeah.
TO,
Tio
yeah,
stayed pretty healthy, yeah, from what I
yeah.
recall.
He still held. Look at him now.
Shoot. I think he's about to go out there and say, "Well, you want to sign him for 20 million, sign me for 20 million." And be like, "Yeah, I'll take you."
I was gonna say to bring it full circle. I think he's about to go in the ring with Jonathan Majors. Like they're about to do a movie together.
Oh man, imagine. Um, I think one of the biggest and most interesting moves for me, and I mean this in a positive direction because I think this really did improve that team, is Stephon Gilmore going to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, but okay, yeah, no, I agree, 100%. That's a good move for them. Also, though, they didn't make a whole lot of moves. I was surprised by that. They, I would say, if you're an NFL player, the one team that you seem to have the most job security is the Dallas Cowboys because
Right.
they re-signing guys. I'm like, really, y'all re-sign him? Lane Vander got re-signed. They still ain't done what I think they should do, and maybe because I don't know what the contract looks like, but I still don't know why they have Zeke.
It's got to be contract related, right? I
Yeah,
mean, they just put the tag on Pollard, right? And
yeah,
so
they put the tag on Pollard,
uh,
but yeah,
maybe they're like looking to see what they can get in the draft. If they can get the bruiser that Zeke is, if they can get one of
yeah,
those in a young rookie, yeah, I don't know. I think
yeah,
it's going to be a
they're
case just like with Zeke, like we're going to have with CEH, where it's just going to be next to impossible to trade him. So you're just going to have to sit on him until their contract's over.
that makes sense.
Which,
Yeah, but
yeah, also,
yeah, but no, I'm with you. I like the Stephon Gilmore move along with and then Trayvon. They still got Trayvon Diggs there. That's a good move for them.
absolutely. Let's see, what else do we have? So wasn't it the Denver Broncos? And I'm doing the math right now because I
God,
think yeah, they've spent about $150 million so far on offensive linemen, um, in
I
order to
mean,
protect little Russell Wilson.
I'm not mad at them for that.
Well, yeah, but all I'm doing is sitting here thinking it's like the Colts tried to do the same thing and it didn't work. The
Right,
Colts spent a record amount of money, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, last offseason getting
right.
people to protect Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan spent 90% of the season eating dirt. So it's
Listen, man, Russ started to look a little bit like old Russ, just a little bit toward the end of the season.
and and now he's got a whole offseason to work with the coaching staff, a new coaching staff, everything like that.
Right.
We'll see what happens for sure.
Realize his teammates hated him, and he can work on building those relationships back.
Right. Yeah, he has to start groveling a little bit maybe.
Yeah. So
Um,
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. It's
Danger Russ could be back.
You could let him cook, right? Yeah, no, Broncos are definitely making a lot of moves though on top of the line itself. Not just on the offensive side, we're seeing a couple of linebackers. I believe they signed. They've signed a defensive end and Zach Allen there. Um, you know, will they contend? No, because the Chiefs. Will they even get second place in the division? I mean, they still got to worry about the Chargers then at that point in time. It'll
Yeah,
be,
people seem to be bought on the Chargers with Kellen Moore. So
yeah,
yeah, that'll be interesting. If I were to take a guess right now, I think we still, win the AFC West. Chargers second, Broncos third. I'm putting the Raiders probably last.
Raiders last for sure.
Yeah, I don't like the moves they made so far. And then I think losing Waller's big.
Yeah, if the Raiders still had Waller, I think I think I would have reason to argue with you about who gets third. who maybe even
Yeah.
who gets second. Until we see, and we would have had to see, what the team looks like when they actually start playing with each other. But yeah, losing Waller, I mean, dude was what, top five tight end last year, if not top three. He's going to be making huge moves, and I just can't believe that they would give him up. I have no idea, and
Right.
because the trade didn't, I don't remember the trade being that much of a blockbuster either. I'm sure they got some good stuff for him, but nothing like, what I would have wanted to get out of Darren Waller. Um, hey,
They traded some who was it? Adam Schefter said they essentially traded Kadarius Toney to get Darren Waller.
right, right, yeah, yeah.
So
No, you're absolutely correct. Um, yeah,
it's worked out for
I
us.
think, yeah, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be sad not seeing Darren Waller twice a year. That's for sure.
And not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. The only other massive move I can even think of is Jalen Ramsey going to the Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
You
a yeah,
guys
that's a big move.
shocked?
No. I figured he would go to a contender. No, I mean, I think that's what he wanted to do. Yeah, so I mean the Rams is they're they're
They're done.
they're like 5 years
Mm.
away from
Yeah.
another. Maybe okay, five is strong, but they're at least 2 or 3
Oh,
more years away
I
from
think they're
being
five away
competitive
just
again.
because of how many draft picks they gave away. So they don't really have a foundation right now.
Yeah,
They don't have that
yeah,
rookie base in order to train up under their vets. They have,
yeah,
vets on vets on vets, and people are going to get old and not be able to play anymore. Yeah, you're right. Ramsey would have had to go to a contender, and I think he picked.
yeah.
Well, okay, no, he didn't pick the right team.
I
And
think he picked one. I don't know how we would have if we like because I'm sure I didn't look at the contract. I'm sure he's expensive, right? I don't think that's a move the Chiefs would have made. Like I
yeah,
don't think he would have. I don't think that's
not with
they don't.
how
Oh,
good our rookie secondary was
Yeah,
playing last year.
exactly,
We didn't
exactly.
need, yeah, a cornerback like Ramsey.
And
Yeet. I gotta interrupt the broadcast,
uh
Ooh,
oh,
y'all.
breaking news.
Breaking news.
I liked your breaking news
Schultz
thing.
report. Jordan Schultz, free agent defensive tackle Charles Omenihu, 2-year, $20 million max deal with our Chiefs.
Hey, look
Oh,
at
Coming
that.
off of
hey.
his very best season, tallying 16 quarterback hits and 28 pressures with the 49ers, and he's only 25 years old, according to this tweet by Jordan Schultz. Thank you, Schultz Report.
All right.
Let's
Wow.
go.
Let's
Okay.
go,
Okay.
defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
didn't want to break up the Jalen Ramsey news
No,
there, but I was
it's
like, ooh, this is
I think
good.
that's
This is
more
good.
important.
that's
Yeah.
way
Well, at
more
least
Yep.
more
important
important
for
for our
sure.
team. So yeah, absolutely. Where did he come from?
The Niners.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
he's
And I
absolutely.
have no idea if I'm saying his last name correctly.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
Awesome, like Asamili,
Uh,
No, 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 not him, not
not
him.
him, not him, no.
Omenihu. Charles
Omenihu.
Omenihu. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because
Um,
I'm
yeah,
looking
if
for it.
memory serves, he
And
was kind of like a second stringer, came in to help, let the top dogs get their gas back, but it's still in such a way that he was on the 49ers defense. Like that was the best defense probably in the league last year. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's exciting.
here we
Get
go.
somebody else.
Bolstering the defense.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. Well, hey, please be sure to replicate that noise exactly, though, if we have another breaking news. That's
That
required.
was,
Okay,
you know
Needs
what?
to.
got it.
That made us both stop.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
just
what
like,
the?
wait.
Are
I was
you
like, I
good?
mean, did she lag
I
out?
was
Did she
like,
break?
I was
Like,
like,
all
wait, what
right.
did tornado sirens used to sound like?
Oh, look at that low key. Okay, Kansas City people, look at that low key brag from Hung over there. It doesn't even know what
Right.
tornado sirens sound like anymore. So
I'm
tell you
like, I
what,
can't remember.
we'll wait till the first Wednesday of April, and we'll do our stream then, and I'll stick my headphones out the window so you can hear it again.
Very well.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I just pulled it up. Um, yeah, how about those Chiefs retweeted saying new news?
new
Yeah, I
news.
saw his name right there.
I don't know
Yeah,
if we're
2 years,
allowed to
20
say
million.
that. We might get a
Yeah,
cease and desist letter from New
that's
Heights
fine.
over
That's fine.
there.
We're not making any money off this shit. So
Oh
yeah.
man, good
What
stuff.
else?
I mean, I think at this point I will probably see what- probably less, big name signing surprises at this point. Now it starts to shift towards the trades, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Players will still definitely be signed. I mean, Orlando Brown is not going to be a free agent for long. He will be signed by
No.
somebody. He will
Oh,
not
sure.
last after the draft, even if he gets to the draft, I feel. Um, so that guy, we're now starting to enter that phase where it's like, okay, people are gearing up for the draft. That means trades need to happen in order to move things around draft wise. And be really, I don't know. I mean, is there anything you all can think of that the Chiefs need after we've gotten a left tackle? We're now, what is his name? Kennard, the guy we drafted, will now, be
Arian can, yeah.
presumably be the other starting tackle opposite
Mm-hmm.
our new signing here, Taylor. So it'll be. I'm really interested to see that because changing two tackles is huge. That's a massive shift.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
I feel the nice thing is they got such an amazing core in those the two guards in the center there that all right, well, all you have to do is just block the all-star defensive end that's going to be inevitably across from you and hope for the best.
Absolutely.
I, so where
Absolutely.
was I going with that? Oh yeah, is there any other positions that you all think that we need to look towards to bolster up now?
Um, not really. No. I think we say this every year. It would be nice to have a guy that we could consider like a de facto number one. I think that's going to be Kadarius Tony, but I mean, well, they pretty much all
Mm-hmm.
but said that's what he's going to be. But I mean, obviously we haven't seen it yet, and we haven't really seen him play a full season yet. So uh,
What?
it's interesting they already have they seemingly have all their eggs in that basket already.
Mm-hmm.
So um, it would be nice to explore. I don't want Odell Beckham Jr.
No,
Um,
I do not.
No, no, thank you.
the D Hop one, I didn't really I wasn't really too keen on that one either. Adam Thielen's name was getting thrown around. I don't know who it would be,
Right.
but I'd be
Thielen's
interested to
meeting
see.
with somebody, right? Isn't it it's either it's the Jags or the Dolphins, I feel.
Oh, is he?
Which
Okay.
I believe I'm making that up probably here. Let's look.
That would make sense for the Dolphins, I think.
Be
Have a little
great
veteran
signing,
leadership
yeah.
there. Yeah. I don't know
Panthers.
if that
No, he
makes
was
sense for
visiting the
Tua.
Panthers. Duh. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I mean, hey, look, there's your replacement for DJ Moore, right?
Right.
I wouldn't hate seeing Thielen come here. Do you think there's any chance in hell we sign Juju, or
Well, I
is
feel
he
like
out the
that's going to
door?
happen, right?
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's going to
Okay.
happen. Which it's who else? Who else is out there? Like we just named everybody
Mm-hmm.
that are like the quote unquote big names, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of buzz that we other than obviously Chiefs Twitter, which we don't know shit. Like,
We
but
really
it doesn't
don't.
seem
We're
like,
just idiots, aren't we? Oh my God. Um,
but it doesn't seem like to be much
You got
news
Robbie
that we're signing
Anderson's
anybody
out
else.
there. Maybe I don't know. Randall Cobb is
No,
still playing football, which is
hell
weird.
no,
Julio
man.
Jones is out
No,
there. Jarvis Landry.
man.
I could go for Jarvis
Look,
Landry.
Cobb is
That
gonna
feels like a
go
Juju
wherever
signing.
Aaron Rodgers goes, so you
So
can
the
just take
Jets.
him out of the equation.
No, Cobb needs to go home. No.
I know he needs to
He
go
needs to go.
home, but
Yeah,
Oh
what
gosh.
are we doing?
I mean, I'm looking through this list of wide receiver free agents. I'm not. Chris Moore, maybe if we can get him cheap. Oh man, yeah. None of these names are really screaming at me, so I think yeah, really getting a re-signing on Juju would be huge. Darius Slayton, he's free agent right now.
Mhm.
I feel like I don't know, maybe he'd be good enough. No, what's going to happen is we're just going to draft some guy in the sixth round, and he's going to be an all-star. So that would be great. I'm sure
Hey,
that's.
happened
I
before.
won't be mad about that.
It's happened
Um,
before, so you never know.
yeah. Shoot, I don't know. I
But
forget.
that would be my answer to your question. Now, as
A wide
far as like
receiver.
any other position, I mean, they're addressing the line, so I guess we're not too concerned about the line. Um,
Because we got Lucas
yeah,
Niang still. We got Prince Tega. No, I shouldn't even try to finish that. One no go one
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 nug.
Oh my God, this is just.
Bless you,
Thank
Billy,
you.
bless you.
Oh
Uh-huh.
man.
Hey, I'm just really happy was really nailing Pacheco there because that would have been awkward if I was not able to after he exploded for us.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We weren't getting his name
No, we
right.
were. God, yeah, when I
Now
was having to
that
teach us
sounds
every single
silly.
week.
Doesn't
Yeah,
that sound silly
right,
now to think about?
And
Like
right.
we couldn't say his,
now you're like,
It's like, oh,
yeah,
obviously.
like we really like yeah.
And well, I guess the last question is Jerick McKinnon. What's going to
Oh,
happen
mm.
there?
I think he should come back. I hope he comes back.
I hope he
I
comes
would
back. I
love
hope
for
that
him
Hope
to
he
he's
come
comes
another
back.
back.
one of those that we sign for another year. I'd like to see him back.
Yeah, vet
I
minimum.
feel like you guys remember we had Shady McCoy for like the last bit of that 2020 season, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
2019 season, remember
Hmm.
that? So
ain't that guy that was on our
he got
team,
a
right?
ring. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
guy
guy didn't
was.
play, just got a ring. Yeah, he
Yeah,
talks a lot
Well,
of
it's just
exactly.
trash.
who's the other
He
guy
talks
this
a
year
lot of
that had that
crap.
happen? Yeah, oh my
LaShawn
gosh,
Mitchell. Or,
Ingram.
no, I'm sorry.
Ingram.
No.
Yeah, Melvin Ingram. Yeah,
Oh, Melvin Ingram.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking what's his name? 26. It's not going to come to me. He was a Steeler.
Oh.
Yeah, half of anyone on an NFL team. That's what we can
Yeah.
really say.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but no, I was just thinking it would be great to have him back, unlike that season that we had Shady. And
Right.
we were fine not having him back, but I'd love to see Jet McKinnon back.
I would too. I just looked
Mhm.
up Chet McKinnon, looked up news. The only thing I'm even seeing in here that's not related to Chiefs is how he would be a good target for the Dolphins, which is not wrong. He would be a great. I mean, yeah, he would absolutely fill in a great role there at the Dolphins. I don't know. Yeah, I hope he comes back. Absolutely, we need him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got anything else? I know we were talking about the award show. Oh no, hey, you know what? This would be a good time to kind of talk about the March Madness plan.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so the answer to number 4 on our slide is no. The award show will not be happening today. Um,
That's just taking up space. That's all.
yeah, it's
We
just,
gotta do that right. We gotta do that right. There's a lot going on this week.
I think we just keep kicking it down. So in 2030, we can finally do our 2022 to 2023 award show and get it done, get it out.
When is the draft? Let's see. When is the
Oh,
draft?
I don't know. I should
Let's
know
see.
because it's here. It's
It's in
usually in
Kansas
April, right?
City, and it's
Yes,
towards the end
April.
of
Okay.
April, and we are looking at the weekend, or well, it'll kick
Okay.
off on the
Podcast
Thursday,
resolution.
April.
We
Uh-huh.
have to do it before the draft.
Oh, okay, so before April 27th. Okay.
Okay, so we got some time.
Well, so
To
bad news for
Are
you
you talking
all.
about for the awards?
Yeah, you got till
I'm
April.
sorry. Wait, what
Um,
are we discussing?
yeah, we
wait,
have to get it
what?
done before before the draft happens.
Bet.
That's our
Okay.
Yeah.
goal. Um,
No,
I
not time on the show for the awards, not today, but like
no, yeah. Oh
before the
man,
draft, we will
before
have
the
the
draft.
awards.
That's
We
our
told
But
y'all
promise.
it's been a long week, and it's only Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's Wednesday lemon. Um, yeah. Sorry, what were we saying there? Raw
award show or no, March
March
Madness.
Madness.
We're gonna
Yes.
do a bracket, podcast bracket.
Yep, it's on ESPN. I think Ron, you might have the link. If you don't, let me know and I can send it to you again. For the show, please feel free to sign up. If you win, I will. I don't know. I'll PayPal you a penny. I guess that's your award. So it's
Yeah,
that's the budget we have here. You get a
get a
penny if you win.
quality Billy Penny if
Absolutely,
you win. And
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm super excited for March Madness. It's probably my
Me
third
too.
favorite sports event. So, um,
Wow, look at you.
I know, right? Yeah,
Wait, you got soccer,
World Cup
and
before it, and then
then
Super Bowl.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, got it.
so
Super
which
Bowl.
bracket is Missouri in?
Uh,
Oh, we are in the South. Is it
The
South?
South? Okay.
I
So
think it's the South.
Kansas
Yeah,
is in the West? Okay.
yeah.
it's I just
Okay.
you know what? If
And
there's anyone out there listening to this that can explain to me in detail, like I'm a 5-year-old, how regions get decided, I would really appreciate that because
Yeah,
Nobody can explain that.
okay, good. All right, that's all I need to hear.
It's kind of like how they have a committee who gets together to decide the NFL schedule for the season.
Oh,
You know,
perfect.
it's kind of like that.
It just
That
yeah.
sort of mystique
I actually
around
do
it.
know. I actually do know how that works. There's
Oh, well,
actually
fine.
There is
article
rhyme and
explained on
reason.
it. There's
I gotta
actually a
burst my
YouTube on
bubble.
it. I'm just
There's
saying.
there's a YouTube video. Perfect. All
Yeah, there
right.
is.
Excellent. I'll half listen to it and misremember all the facts and then misrepresent it when I tell
Yes.
other people about it. I can't wait.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so y'all, Mizzou is in the South bracket, and get this, we're playing Utah State, and they're playing like 2 hours away from me in Sacramento, but I can't go because of
Oh,
commitments.
It's in this.
yeah.
That's
They
the South
play
region. Is
Thursday
Sacramento,
morning,
California, is the South
right?
region?
Oh,
That's what
man.
I'm
That's
saying.
just
Yeah,
like the
no.
But
NFL with their divisions. Okay.
oh,
None of
totally,
it makes
totally,
sense because
totally.
there's
None
a
of it.
south, east, west, and then there's a midwest.
Midwest.
Okay, but
So,
hold
like,
up, hold up, hold up. If we're gonna be talking about the messed upness of how they like do their brackets and stuff, when I first moved to Nevada, Nevada is in Louisiana. Where Legarius Sneed went to school. Why am I blanking all of a sudden?
Jerry Sneed.
Ah,
Division 2 school. La
Jackson
Tech. I'm
State. Okay.
sorry. La Tech. Okay.
La
Oh,
Tech.
okay.
La
Yeah.
Tech and Nevada were at that point in the same conference. La Tech was in the same conference, and it's like that does not make any sense whatsoever geographically. Whatsoever.
How are we getting to you all? Oh man.
Anyway, so
Mhm.
yes, I just had to throw that out there because that has never made sense. But anyways, Mizzou is playing
Yeah.
just a couple hours away. Sacramento, South region. And when we win against the number 10 seed, Utah State, we will play on Saturday, which I'm crossing my fingers that I might have a chance to go.
Did I even
Right.
pick you guys to win? I don't
Stands.
think I did.
You didn't? How
I
dare
don't know.
you?
I'm looking. I'm looking. Hold on. Where's I really need to figure out how this thing works.
Y'all play
It's
in Greensboro. Is
it
that
took
correct?
took me an embarrassing long amount of time to figure out how the the ESPN thing works while I was doing my bracket. I'm not gonna lie. I was doing
My
it on my
gosh.
phone and that was a mistake. Did I pick Mizzou to move? I don't even know where Mizzou is on here. Oh, there they are. Yeah, okay, I picked you.
No, Raw didn't.
Oh, actually, I picked you guys to not only move against Utah State, but to also advance past that too.
I like
Perfect.
it. I
Yeah,
like it a
yeah.
lot.
No,
No, wait.
that means you're going to lose in the first round though. So
No.
I
Oh, you
haven't
guys
picked
are
it
in
yet,
Des
but
Moines. Okay.
we're
You
in Des
guys are in Des
Moines.
Moines
Oh,
against
jeepers.
Howard.
yeah. But Hong, I'm rooting for y'all.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
No,
I
I
love
want,
Say
it.
it.
I want Mizzou and Kansas in the Final Four. Do you know how lit that
Oh
would be?
my
Oh man,
god.
that
Oh
would
my
just
That
god.
would
That
be
would be
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
heaven.
I'm here for that energy because the energy from Mizzou Kansas games, always rivalries, no matter
Yeah.
what sport. Oh yeah. I love those days.
I'm not gonna lie. I went with a full Big 12 Final Four. So
Nice.
sticking to it. It's, I mean, it's not gonna matter. I don't know. It'd be easier if I just got Charlie to pick the freaking bracket for me. It'd probably be way more accurate. It's gotta love it. So yeah, no, I mean, so you guys play. You said you're going to play Saturday if you win. When do you play tomorrow then? Is
Play
that
Thursday,
Thursday?
10:40 my time, 12:40 y'all's time.
See, this is my favorite part about March Madness is basketball just
All
all
day.
day, and I can just leave it on my computer and watch. Because I mean, you just tune out for 5 minutes and it doesn't matter. It's perfect. I wish I had tuned out during the KU Texas Big 12 championship game, but hey, whatever. It's fine. We won't talk about
It's
it.
fine.
We won't talk about
Yeah, it's
Kansas's
fine.
inability to even get within 20 points of Texas this year.
Yeah.
That's
All
why
right.
I have us against them in the Final Four with us getting the revenge win, and I just really hope that happens.
Hopefully so.
So yeah, anyways, I guess that was a long-winded way of us saying, yeah, we have a bracket pool. Please join.
Cool.
For
We'll
the draft.
post it on the site. And yeah, we're at about an hour. So
We are.
did if anyone did you have anything else?
Uh, Go see Creed 3. It was really good. I really
Please go
liked it.
see Creed 3.
I genuinely.
Please go see
That's
it.
what else?
Already,
No,
that's one of my
yeah.
favorite trilogies, and I just recently seen them.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
That's not
love
in a
it.
weird
And I
order.
can't believe that you recently just seen it. I still can't get over that.
Right.
It's just, I don't know why. It just, I was like, like, like I'll get around to
No,
it. It's just not.
yeah.
It was
I,
just one of those. But then when I finally did, I'm like, dude, what the hell was I waiting on?
I was the same way when the first Creed came out. I was just like, great, they're
Yeah,
rebooting another freaking franchise. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's gonna be Michael B. I love Michael B. Jordan, but and then I heard such great things about it. I was like, all right, glad I took a swing at it. Although the other thing I'm hearing that's going to be important cinematically this month is apparently John Wick 4 is supposed to be the best of the franchise so far.
Do you
Oh,
guys
I'm
believe that?
excited.
No,
Yeah, I'm
if
excited.
it
No, I
is,
think it's
I
gonna be
will be
ridiculous.
just astounded. I don't know how, but
Uh,
I mean,
I loved all of the
yeah.
John Wicks. I've thoroughly enjoyed that entire
Right. Oh, yeah.
series, whatever, so far.
No, I should be very clear. I'm saying that because the other three have just been so amazing. I don't understand how something
How
can
do
be
they top
better.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if it is, I'm going to be losing my mind. It's going to be awesome.
I
Can't
love
wait.
them. I don't know how this one's gonna be. Like, what's gonna be different to make it? You know what I'm saying? To
Right?
make it
Yeah,
more.
right? Like, who's going to be the villain? Who's he
There's
going
no
to
dog.
kill? Right? There's no dog. He's going to have a puppy, or maybe he goes cat this time. Who knows? Um, yeah. So you're right. It's like very, very similar, but they managed to do it in such a way that we keep watching and we love it. So what's wrong with us?
Heck
That's
yeah.
fine.
So excited.
Um, I
Well,
will say I'm behind you guys on the Creed train. I thought I was gonna go see it by now. My boys do want to go see it. But the boys are out tonight. They went to go see 65.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah,
What?
same. I looked at it, I was like, what? I've never even heard of it. I was like,
It's
Yeah.
what?
like
Zero
Adam
clue.
Driver's like hanging out with
Oh,
dinosaurs.
that's the
Kind of
okay.
like a
Where the obvious conclusion to the
utopian dystopian world
but
type
Yeah.
movie, right?
I feel like the obvious conclusion to that movie is going to be that they're the aliens crash landing on Earth, and getting exposed to
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I I hope it's good. I hope they have a good time. Probably won't go see it though.
Right.
I bet you they're enjoying the snacks.
There you go. Hey, movie theater popcorn is just it's next level good.
I feel like they drizzle crack or something on it. I don't know. I just they
Sign me
have
I think
up.
it's
to.
called butter. I think it's called butter.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what that is, Rob?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not an expert.
Perfect.
Oh my
man.
And on that
goodness.
note,
And on that note,
On that note, we should probably wrap it up. Mm-hmm.
all right. I'll go first. If
please.
y'all want to know where to find me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. I was gonna say Spotify for some reason. Instagram and Twitter
So,
at
God, if
the
we
Almighty
find out you're a
Rock.
mumble rapper now too, I'm just,
Oh
I'm
no,
done. I'm
not a
out. I'm
mumble
out. It's
rapper.
like, all right,
Come
all
on, man.
right.
No,
Subscribe.
Instagram, Twitter, the Almighty Raw. Please check out our show on Twitter at SOT Kingdom KC. Thinking about doing a giveaway pretty soon on there, so
Okay.
keep an
Yes.
eye out on there. You can find us on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Find us on Discord. Please join us and talk random nonsense in the chats in the different categories. So yeah, Billy, how about you?
Perfect. Twitter, best place at Chef Doobles, CHEFDOOBLES. YouTube also, I've been streaming a little bit more consistently, and by that I mean like once every other week. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. Progress. And that's youtube.com/at Chef Doobles. And then,
Love it. I love that you guys let me go last because you made me go first for positive yards to open
you're
up the show.
bookending the show.
Appreciate
you get to open the
it.
show, you get to end the show. I love it.
I just want to say I love doing these weekly shows with you guys, and even though my life is crazy and my schedule is crazy all over the place, when I get on and do the recording and towards the end, I'm always like, oh, that was really fun. So I appreciate you guys a lot. That being said, y'all,
I'm
come
out.
follow along.
She's out. She's leaving. She's gone forever.
No. Boy, unless something happens to me, y'all better come find me.
I'm not crazy weather.
Come along, y'all. I'm on pretty much every social media platform out there. You can find me by my first and last name, Hong Forrest, HUONG FORREST. I would say I'm most active on Instagram and Twitter, and I post regularly to all the others as well. So come along for the inspiration. Stay for the light, the passion, the mom life, the football, and everything in between.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Till
And
next
until
time.
then, go Chiefs.